How you doing?
How we doing, everyone? Let me pull up the live cast real quick.
Oh, also, uh, somebody in our inner circle, you're probably seeing this too, Teach, in the plugs group, but somebody fell victim to the dirty B word,
Oh, Belen.
blend. It's an energy shot. And on the cap says made in USA, Energy 2000, over 2,000 milligrams of energy in every bottle. Well, I won't say his name, but I will say this. On the bottom portion of it, it says 2.2 grams, and there is a blend. Taurine is in it. That's probably about what, 1,000?
Yeah, like just doing rough math, yeah.
So half of it is taurine, and then we got let's see, we got our L's or N's and the glucuronolactone. I don't know how to pronounce that. Sounds French to me. But I was thinking, let's see, a lot of B vitamins in there. But yeah, the whole thing is just blend. Chris Boognast, how are you?
That's why we point out you got to watch for that nasty B, because it can be
What?
good and it can be bad. It's dependent on how they do it.
So, in his defense, it was from the dollar store and thought he'd give it a shot. Okay, no harm, no foul, right?
Because we don't like proprietary blends, but them using blend but being fully transparent isn't the worst.
And just remember, Mall went from blend and then they actually labeled everything out because of the supplement company saying, dude, buy my supplement instead.
Mm-hmm.
Which I gotta give him credit for that because if anyone's constantly boosting up their product and boosting up their game, I can't lack it. But chances are, since he said it was from the dollar store, I'm assuming this is Dollar Tree's version of 5 Hour Energy. And if anyone wants to know caffeine wise, they used to run the commercials where they said enough caffeine as much as a cup of coffee. So you're looking between 70 to 90 milligrams. I'd say about 80 ish,
Yeah, approximately. I mean,
approx.
that's why I wouldn't recommend going out and probably buying these, especially if these are like great value 500 energies. You don't know truly what's in it. It's just like going to the gas station. You're not buying those like side off the register gas station pills. You don't know what's in that.
I can't say on this program what I want to say about that, but read my thoughts. I'm pretty sure you
Oh,
know where I'm
oh
going with
yeah,
this. It's like Rhino. I'm pretty sure that sounds like it hurts, guy.
yep.
What are you doing to me? Come on. You're breaking my balls early. We're four
And that's
minutes in.
how,
I'm already about to pee myself laughing. We're 4 minutes into the
and
show.
and that's the hook. That's how we get people in. It's a Monday. It's episode
Sheesh.
41.
Sheesh.
So
So,
we got a lot to talk about tonight. Really, where do you want to start?
well, I'll say this. Chris, aka Fuel for Days, while he's on the way to work, I'd say we try some of his samples, and this is what I'm going to do. I had a sample privately of a sample he gave me, and it is one of my very favorite flavors in G Fuel and Ghost. Not so much, but I am going to do the tall boy theory and give it a whirl.
Okay. So, Feel for Days Chris was kind enough to send Relly and I some samples a while ago. Relly may have already drank his. I did not. I say mine for review purposes. We have the sour watermelon or sour warheads energy, and then the blue raspberry Sour Patch Kid energy, and then he also sent me two of the hydrations as well. We can do this all one go, or I can save like a couple for two for tonight, two for next week. Do like the energies tonight, hydrations next week. I haven't tried a ton of Ghost. I'm not the biggest fan of their pre workouts, so I hope their normal energy is better at least, unless they use same formulas. But we will try the sour watermelon first. Now this does technically have labeled on it: try in 4 to 6 ounces of water, which to me sounds like an energy shot essentially. But we're gonna try it in 10.
All right. And worst case scenario, well, I mean, for me, I got the big jug that I like, keep on my bedside, in case you never have to get up for a couple of days. But you could always add worst case scenario. So try 10. If it needs to be watered down, go for it.
Well, I don't think it needs to be watered down if it's recommended for 4 to 6 ounces, because I feel like if you're only using 4 to 6 ounces of water, you're probably just taking a quick shot. Essentially, you're not really mixing it much.
Well, I actually like enjoying mine, and personally, I tried one of those in a regular 16-ounce shaker, and I really enjoyed it. The blue raspberry, I was very, very surprised, and it came out. As far as sour blue raspberry, it's something to front with in can or powder. She's good.
I say these were just set in little sample baggies, so I don't have any of the info of the tubs or anything to pull up and tell you guys what's all in their blend or in their energy formula. But speaking of energy formulas, we will hit on that topic here later tonight of another company we like and talk about quite a bit that actually changed up their energy formula recently.
A V2. And the boss gave a 10 out of 10 rating on this one, which I'm very shocked, but I was high on. So me, I'm going to be trying some Sour Patch Pineapple.
Which I do believe was pretty recently released for them.
Yeah, it was released. It sold out. Like even when they were doing the sale, buy one, get one half off, that sold out before that. So very shocking to me.
Mm-hmm.
So it basically flew off the shelf, and now they revamped it. Oh boy.
So, Ghost Sour Warheads. So it's a sour watermelon. Again, I don't have any of the info pulled up for me. I want to say these are what 140 milligrams caffeine.
If it's, we gotta double check on that. But I will say, I actually had myself something. I brought a backup of cherry limeade, and I'm very surprised because every time I do a can I've never tried before, I always gotta bring a backup because I've been hosed 2 or 3 times now, and
Mm-hmm.
it sucks if you got 6 hours left, 4, 5, 6 hours of work, and your can is a dud.
Oh yeah.
Like I had one, and let's see, it was like, I want to say it was 8 o'clock. I said, you know what? Let me bang out this can review early, and I tasted it, and I'm like, oh, I'm in trouble. Yeah, I got through half of it, and I had to battle it. Like
But that was the
literally,
Ghost Citrus.
no, that was the. I got a bad G Fuel snow cone.
Oh,
Uh,
you
I
and bad G Fuel snow cones, man. I don't know what it is. I gotta
dude,
send you one that I have over here because like the ones
no,
I've had have been great.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing about I call it the Russian roulette cans. The snow cones, when it's good, it's 4 stars. When it's bad, it's 2 stars. And I've had a couple Knuckles cans by now. I've had a 5 star, I've had a 3 star, and I've had a 2 star.
See, I say from my experience of all the knuckle cans I've had so far, I've mainly just had like eight and ups. Like I haven't had a bad knuckles can yet.
You want to trade? You want to trade? Because, dude, I kid you not, when Ehov mentioned a medicine like taste, remember that Knuckles can I had that was
Mm-hmm.
finishing? I still had it while we went off air.
Yeah.
So I went to go make food. I grabbed the can, I'm eating, and I take a sip and I go, oh no, Ehov was right. And I hate to say it, but RGF's cousin. Ah,
And I feel like that's a
dang.
really like hard stinker to say because that's a hard comparison and like
Dude,
that's bashful.
I gave this good can, very delicious, weeks ago, a 5 star rating. I would not BS you, and I would not BS anybody in this audience. My credibility would go down the freaking toilet like I want to do with the actual Raging Gummy Fish can, as well as the Zoa Orange in my driveway. My God. I just spilled something, but okay.
That's fine. We'll clean up in
Hey,
post.
it's not liquid, but it's all good.
So, sour watermelon, sour watermelon airheads. I have had the can. I will say I'm not the like. I like the ghost cans. I've tried all of them that are so far out and available, except the new strawberry. mango one, which we will touch on. Um, I like them; they taste great, but for some reason, they just don't agree with my stomach much. So we'll see if this is any better. And again, this is the energy tub. Oh,
Surprisingly, even though it's watermelon, I in powder, I did not like the can. I could actually make do, which says something. But
I
you
will
have the
say
more accurate review on this flavor.
the smell is incredible. The smell is fantastic. Um, I will say, starting off, I may have should have tried it out in 14 to 16 ounces of water.
You
Again, it
could
was
ask.
posted on the package. Tried in 4 to 6, which seemed odd. So I tried it in 10. We originally had 14 in here. I say it because it does taste a little chalky, but that's probably due to only having 10 ounces of water. So I
You want
can't.
to water it down? You want to take 5?
I won't worry about it. So I can't really blame them on that. But to judge the flavor, in all honesty, if you like the Ghost can, I'm not gonna lie straight up. You're gonna like this. It's a solid flavor. It's a solid sour watermelon. I dig it. I would drink it. I'll happily finish this shaker live with you guys. Um, it's a solid 7 out of 10. You actually have sour there. Tastes good watermelon. Sour Warheads by Ghost.
I think that's very agreeable right there. So the can I had today. Now I haven't had too many ghost cans. The Warhead Sour Watermelon, good can.
Mm-hmm.
Although I can't really properly rate it because of my distaste to watermelon, so that's not fair. The Orange Creamsicle, I give that a 4 star. And personally, I like the Orange Vibe can better, but that's just me. I know a lot of people will say flip that around, but I think it's just preference. Still a good can though, nothing to knock it. Today I had the citrus, which is basically, their lemon lime. And it was the quickest flavor review I've ever had. I take one sip and I'm like, yep, this is Sierra Mist with caffeine. Next.
See, and I think it's crazy you even think it's like Sierra Mist because like it's just a straight lemon lime to me. I don't even get Sierra Mist. It's not like a compound V even equivalent. Like it was just straight lemon lime citrus, no like Sierra Mist. And like in my opinion, when it comes to that can, I don't understand it. I think I even did a live review of it and I mentioned it. Like I could not finish it. I got through half it and just stopped. I don't know how Ghost messed up lemon lime so badly.
Well, that stuff does happen more than we think, unfortunately. But
You
I
got the
mean,
pineapple.
well, I'm just trying to think. You actually didn't get through half of it,
The citrus?
and
No.
really,
Mm-hmm.
because I finished my can. I mean, I didn't need my backup, unfortunately, but yes. Oh, ironically, guess what? I just got an email of Glytch I sour watermelon is almost gone. Hello, it's Jacob, Glytch I CEO. I do not care.
Yep.
Click here to stop. Oh, I am.
Glitch eye, more like eye in the drain.
More like I need to quit screwing up the program and go from there. But yeah, citrus I found okay. It's just, I mean, again, just middle of the road. Uh, Lacked a little bit of sweetness in my opinion. I'm not sure if you remember because it's been a while, but did you think it lacked a little bit of sweetness?
I don't even think it lacked sweetness. I think it lacked citrusness.
Okay, because I feel like every time we go to this, and I've been trying, I've been in the lab some. I think Sprite, except that, well, nothing can replace Sprite, and as my father put it, it's a Sprite King world, my friend.
Like, I will give Compound V more of an equivalent to Sprite than I will Ghost Citrus.
I agree. Although it just makes me think, you know how Coke has that energy line?
Yes.
If they did because I remember when they released them around the Super Bowl, they had the big Super Bowl commercial. If they around the Super Bowl time release the Sprite line, oh man, it's gonna take the world by storm. Imagine that, a Sprite energy.
Now imagine Sprite Energy, but with cranberry. Would you like a cranberry Sprite?
Dude, absolutely. You see, that's what I'm talking about. 2023, the Super Bowl, we got, hey, we got Sprite Energy, Christmas time. Hey, Sprite Cranberry.
I just more say it for the meme because that was a good meme for a while.
Actually,
Sprite Cranberry.
oh, one thing we also got mentioned later on today, we do got a couple G Fuel flavors that are being released, but the another meme flavor technically, but this one's gonna be good. That G Fuel is doing a cranberry.
Oh yeah, we'll cover that
Dude,
all in the
I'm
news
I'm gonna
part
be mixing that with some Diet Sprite, my man.
because we got
Let
a
me see if I
lot of
can.
news to go over about other
Let
companies.
me try this because the first one I did not like.
So Ghost Pineapple.
Hmm. I threw the whole thing in with 20 ounces of water instead of the 8 to 12. But okay. So I did a regular serving in a regular 16 ounce, and I got sour. I got sour pineapple. So
And you're a
everyone
big
knows.
pineapple guy, so I trust your judgment on pineapple.
So this is a tart pineapple, and I remember Chris said this as well. But in
Oh,
my opinion,
is it tart or is it sour? There is a difference.
let's see. A little bit of both.
Okay.
And for me, I just really like my lifelike and sweet pineapple. Not so ripe, I guess you can say.
Mm-hmm.
It's very accurate to if you're cutting the fruit. Like if it stays there for a little day, the older the pineapple, the more tart, the more thick and rich in taste that is. But I mean, for me, if anyone wanted to compare formula, I mean, I'm gonna have to go Bala Juice better personally. I know some people might easily flip them, but again, all personal preference. And speaking of, I think this one, I think I've tried this before, but just okay. I think this is more of like a candy pineapple.
Did we ever try that one?
I'm not sure if we did or not,
I'm not sure either.
but I mean, we got a lot. Let's be honest.
So overall, Ghost Pineapple. What's the quick and skinny of it? What's your rating?
Mm,
What do you think?
let me go. Very high 3 star out of 5. Because again, I break it down in tiers, but there's, as we said before, there's the low threes and the high three.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say high three.
Okay.
So, what we got next?
Um, Something I have been a big fan of trying recently, and we'll be reviewing tonight, and I'll have more on the way. This will be a topic for next week's episode or weeks to come because I think it is a good topic for us to hit on for the kind of content we create and produce. So, as you guys know, we make content, and this podcast is all about energy supplements. Now, there are some companies that technically ride the line that are still energy supplements, but some people take them as pre workouts, and they can be seen vice versa. And we don't try to deal with pre workouts too much. Well, there's a company I've recently started trying for pre workouts, and they actually sell cans. And some people consider them a pre workout energy can. Some also see them as just like your Monster Red Bull caffeine supplement can. But those I'm talking about, I've tried 2 of them so far and do have a couple more to try. I really enjoyed both their pre-workout, but we're talking about their cans here. That is Ryse Energy. Don't mind this one being dented. It got a little bit messed up today.
So,
Ryse Energy.
hold up. Sunny D and Ring Pop.
Mm-hmm.
Orange seems to be a flavor that not many Outside of orange cream, mind you, orange is a flavor where most people don't get right. I gotta hear this.
So we'll start off with the Sunny D then. So, Ryse Sunny D. It's very tasty. It's very on point. They did very well with the collab. It's very spot on. I give it a high 7. Very tasty. I like it a lot. Like, there's not much you can really say. Just good citrus. It's very on point. It's nothing like out of this world special, but it's not bad in any way. It's just very good. If you like Sunny D, you'll like this. It doesn't disappoint.
It does the job very well, or is it
Mm-hmm.
just
No, it
okay?
does. It's very good. Now, the next one is my top one so far. If I can only uncrinkle this can for a better image. Ryse Ring Pop. Absolutely incredible. They nailed this flavor out of the park. It's like a cherry, blue raspberry ring pop, so it has that little bit of candy to it. Honestly, if you like cherry or blue raspberry and you love the combination, you're going to love this can. Tastes very on point. I can't recommend this enough.
So that's what the. You remember when G Fuel did the blue ice and sour cherry?
And that's what I was going to bring up along with that. Correct. This is, I would honestly say, like an 8, 8.5 for me on my scale.
Ooh.
I would happily buy a case of these, no problem. They're 200 milligrams. I also guess I should say, so these cans and for the brand, they're 200 milligrams of caffeine. There is 20 grams of sodium in them. There is some other benefits like 90 grams of potassium, 200 milligrams of choline. So technically, some people will take these as a pre-workout. Some people take these as your everyday energy can supplement. But yes, after trying this can, I almost wondered if that's what G Fuel is trying to do with the flavor fusion, because this is a very, very good cherry blue raspberry, which is kind of what flavor fusion was. It was sour cherry and blue ice mixed together, which is exactly that. But that really missed the mark. Now I wonder if G Fuel tried it in a can, because G Fuel's always done very well with cans, if it would hit the mark. Either way, Ryse knocked it out of the park, and I would highly recommend it. I've been told they're at vitamin shops currently. If you can find them anywhere else, I think they're on Amazon. Don't quote me. Highly recommend trying a couple if you can.
Interesting.
Plus,
Very interesting.
like we brought up earlier, there is no blend words as well. There's also 500 milligrams of taurine in them. There is 500 milligrams of choline bitartrate. I've never heard it said in that way. And then
How's
200
the
milligrams
how's
caffeine.
the niacin content in there?
You know, now that you actually bring that up, really, there is no niacin.
Is no niacin. That's
They,
huge for a lot of people.
there's no niacin, which I'm assuming they're replacing then with the choline bitartrate, which I'm probably butchering that. But on another weird one that you don't normally see, which is great for like actually working out pumps and more, is they actually have Himalayan pink salt in them.
For preventing dehydration.
Mm-hmm.
The only other energy drink I know with Himalayan pink salt is Juju.
Yeah.
That's literally it. That's the list. I mean, that ain't much, but damn.
So Sunny D again, 7 out of 10 for me. Very good, highly recommend it. But I also recommend the Ring Pop a little more. 8 out of 10. They do have a Kool-Aid collab, which I'll be trying hopefully by next week, which should be the case for next week's episode. This company again is a pre-workout company, but they do have these cans, so you can take these as a pre-workout. You can take this as your everyday energy supplement. Monster, Red Bull, etc. Either or works. They are big into their collabs. And the reason why I bring that up as a topic discussion tonight for us as well, really, is that, like, at what point in time does a company consider themselves more as a pre-workout and they have a pre-workout in a can, or is it just simply then your everyday energy supplement essential, like it's just your Monster, Red Bull, etc.? Because while I was at GNC today picking up the new cans, I picked up more Miami Nights and Divine Peach. GNC has their own brand of pre-workout, but they also have them in a can. Beyond Raw. Beyond Raw
Beyond
Lit.
raw.
Beyond Raw Lit. I've yet to try it. But I will say they did have some interesting flavors that did intrigue me. This one is Jolly Rancher Watermelon. But like
boy.
this one technically does have more pre-workout ingredients rather than just caffeine. There's 250 milligrams caffeine in here. There's 3 grams of citrulline. There's 3.2 grams of beta alanine, which are all clinical doses for giving you the tingles, as someone call it, with the beta alanine, and then the citrulline to help um, keep the blood flowing, get you a little bit extra pumps, and then 100 milligrams of neurofactor, which people can call your focus blend. But that is more on the topic of at what point do you consider something to be pre-workout, and then at what point do you consider just be your everyday energy supplement?
You know, it's very funny because we try to crack the border because in my opinion, I mean, some people say that C4, where if in powder or can, it's a pre-workout done deal. But you look at the ingredients and tell me, oh, it's bullshit. I like this one ingredient in there, but there's so much better stuff on the market. But then you go into some pre-workouts and as Mr. Mo would say, he hates the itch from C4, and it does have the ingredient in there. But if you know Jay Cutler, not the quarterback, the
Yep, the actual
bodybuilder.
athlete. Yep. No, that like bodybuilding's athletic. He's an
No,
athlete.
no. I just find it funny because I know you don't follow sports, and there's many. Jay Cutler, the football player, has famous plays where you look at him and he's got the meme where he's got the cigarette in his mouth and saying that he doesn't care. So it's very funny. So Jay Cutler, the bodybuilder,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if you've looked into his energy line,
Yep, I
but
know about it.
I remember when he was advertising, he's like, "Hey, you want 500 milligrams of caffeine? Keep scrolling, brother. This ain't for you." And I'm thinking to myself, 500 milligrams of caffeine in a pre-workout, and then on top of all the other vitamins in there. Mm,
I mean, that also like as a
where do you
like
define the
sub
line?
I mean, as a subtopic to that, like caffeine is all also dependent because, like, for that good example, a company can say they have 500 milligrams caffeine. Now, that can be like 300 milligrams instant with natural green tea extract or caffeine and some other extract. But then typically they'll have, like, then in that hypothetical, 200 milligrams of XR, which is extended release. So as you're later down into your workout, you'll feel that extra as well. I think the bigger thing for me, which technically could be your riding line, is when you look at the ingredients. Not many of your average everyday energy supplements, whether in a can or a powder form, it has citrulline, beta alanine, or even any focus blends. So I would consider this a little bit more as a pre-workout, but I can also see the argument for someone saying this is their any like everyday energy supplement. They wake up, they take this. But for the factors of those ingredients, you'd probably lean it more towards pre-workout.
That's where I was thinking, and everybody's different. Some people just say I don't need anything fancy. Some people do a different recipe. Like when me and my friend were broke as hell. You know what we did for after we work out, or after we did work out. We actually straight up after I went home, showered, cooled off, and everything. I had a glass of chocolate milk.
Yeah, no,
I
honestly,
I was
that
falling
is
on a budget.
that is actually what you should do. And it's funny to say because most people say it is just sugar, but like chocolate milk after workout can be actually pretty good for you. It's like if you're even trying to ball on a budget, that can help. Glass of milk, glass of chocolate milk, get a little bit of sugar back into you. Has the whey from the milk. And the one thing I will give, because I have never tried their pre workouts, and this is the first time even having their cans, which I'll try this out next week, is I'll give it to GNC and the Beyond Raw line because they are very transformative with their ingredients. There's not a single B word on here. There is no blend.
I gotta love it.
But I am tempted to try this one out. And when I try this one out, depending on my views on it, they do have more, so I can go and pick those up as well. And see what's going on with GNC and their Beyond Raw Lit line. Clinically dosed to zero sugar. I mean, you had me at Jolly Watermelon Jolly Rancher. Really may not be a fan of it because of watermelon.
So I guess it comes down to this. Doesn't matter if it's watermelon, pineapple, mango, etc., etc. Does or does it not taste like crap?
That's the thing. We'll have to find out next week.
Let's see.
It's lit. It's always lit.
Always
And yeah,
lit.
beta alanine is what will give you that itch like effect. It's not actually like making you itch. It's not actually,
Yo!
yeah, it's not actually spiders under your skin, as some also reference to it. It's just how it gets your blood going and gets your body like a little bit more alert, awake is the easier way of saying it. But it's great stuff. If you're an athlete, if you work out, highly recommend beta alanine. But again, we don't do pre-workout stuff, so we'll diverge from there. So we'll try these out. I've been seeing a lot of other energy brands recently, not pre-workout, but just canned in general, going and scooping around that I've considered just picking up the entire line and seeing how they are. Because like I know we tried a little bit of what was it, North Star or that Monster Seltzer, whatever that was.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you had the one you were somewhat a fan. I had one which was the like grapefruit lemonade, which I think was god awful, but I will buy the line just so we can review it all.
Oh, if I had to pick one, because you're a fan of the red and black ooze, do the black cherry.
Okay.
And I think you'd find it solid. Cucumber doesn't seem to be your thing, history says.
So like I
Mine
think
was a
another
cucumber and lime. That doesn't sound like your style.
no. But I
So
mean like
I'm not gonna break your balls by saying, hey, get the cucumber lime, because just like me being convinced about doing the RGF again, it's just like hey, are we done here? Thank you.
look, there's some things I may not like, but I still will try it and test it for the show. It's what we got to do here. Because like another example I've been thinking of a lot lately for us is like a while ago we tried, as we kind of brought up Orange Creamsicle by Ghost. In that same episode, we had it paired with Orange Vibe, and then we did a battle along with it with Rain Orange Creamsicle. And we battled the three. It's like what was the best Orange Creamsicle? And after
Yeah,
trying that Rain, it makes me kind of want to go out and buy all the Rain flavors so we can do a full review of Rain because we've never really reviewed Rain on the show before.
you're right. We have not, and I think so. The bangs, I know I'm not a fan of,
I'm hit or
but
miss on them, but there's a lot of banks.
there are. And by the way, there's actually a lot I started seeing in the Dollar Tree, and they had cases and cases of a bang, and well, guess what the flavor was? Root beer.
Okay, I'd be like intrigued to try it, but I don't know how that would taste in an energy form.
You see, my thought is like when you get the root beer itself, where it has that very, it's kind of got like a dark, very rich, distinct taste to it.
Hmm.
And I understand if you're a fan or you're not. I can't tell you when's the last time I've had a root beer, but if I did, I'm not complaining personally. Just not my go-to, I guess you can say. You know, like how you have like those flavors where it's like it's good, but by all means not my go-to. To me, that's root beer. Even though I know you're not a soda guy, because again, back to that Ghost Citrus, man. Like
I love soda. I just don't drink it anymore. I miss it, but I love it.
I know you don't drink soda much anymore, so I get it. And one thing I also noticed, I forgot to bring it up, but since we were talking about the niacin, 100% of 16 milligrams worth in that can.
Okay.
Ghost has a lot of it, whereas the G Fuel can has 4 milligrams. The Ghost had the 16.
So Ghost is
Should have
really
saved
trying
the
to
can.
just.
I didn't think. Damn it.
So they're really trying to up your blood, get that blood flowing with the niacin. So that's what it'll definitely do, and it'll get you it'll get the blood flowing and make you feel a little extra warm.
I'm always self conscious about it because I know some people, if there's too much of it, it'll make them itch.
Hmm.
Now I've been there with with the sensitive skin. I haven't had a bad experience with it, but in case somebody does, that matters more than you expect. It's happening, Jets. Welcome in.
I'll pull up the info real quick.
Dying to see this one.
Nothing really. Just a big topic for you and I hit on as well while we're getting into all these big topics. As there is a company that Relly and I have been a big fan of, and we've tried a lot of their samples on the show these past couple of months. Well, if you like their old product, it's gone. They're not. It's forever gone. It's not returning because they have a new formula and they're bringing it back, and that's Glytch with the Y, not the I that's going down the drain.
So essentially, my thought is I know they revamped their lemonade. A very good lemonade. Very, very good, I might say. Question being, I wonder how the V2 formula is going to be, as I'm calling it. So
So,
the problem I had, and I understand taste is a very big part of the reason why we've gone through this. Because if taste didn't matter, we wouldn't have much of a show as we do now, would we? If you think about it.
mhm.
So at the end of the day, I am very skeptical because the Surlos is still in there. The containers got raised by $10 a pop.
Thought it was 5.
10.
Okay.
So it used to be $35, now it's 45 for a container.
I
And
didn't check, but
the
is it the same?
caffeine is different.
Is it the same amount of servings?
It's basically like what Maw and Advanced GG do. So it's like
Well, is it
uh
more or is it the same?
it's technically, well, here's the way it is. Instead of it being like I think it was like 175 milligrams for one scoop before. Like, remember one serving? Like, let's see, this packet has,
Well, not milligram content, but total content. Is there the same amount in a tub from V1 as there is V2?
well, that's the different thing because a regular scoop has 100 milligrams of caffeine instead of 175.
Not caffeine content. If there was 35 scoops in V1, is there still 35 scoops in V2 and that is the same price, or are we getting more powder and the increased price?
It's the same amount of scoops, but
Okay,
if you're
so same
going by
amount of
just
powder.
same amount of powder, yes,
Okay.
it says 40 servings of powder on there. But if you're going for caffeine and you need to double up, you're getting 20 drinks instead of 40. So that differential right there is going to be huge for some people.
It will be, especially if it's the same amount of powder for an increased price of $10 more, which we always gave Glytch credit for their pricing, is that they have good flavors at good pricings.
And City said that the Dragon Sweat V2 is a 10 out of 10. And City doesn't throw those out there.
I surely hope it is, because I remember trying Dragon Sweat and I thought it was decent, but I didn't think it was anything incredible.
I thought it was good, but I thought it was better in the tea. Now, if
Now,
you go by the cotton candy, which I
that was
hope they release, I don't think there's any way they could make that cotton candy better. But if they make a V2 of that and it ends up being so much better, oh man. Oh man, that tub might go quick.
So the main things to note about the V2 of Glytch, which we will have some samples of V1s and V2s coming on the way, so we can kind of do both. We won't have it for every new flavor, but we'll have some that we can do a direct comparison. Your main things are that we do have an increase in price of $10 more, same amount of total servings in the tub. There is no more maltodextrin. It is 0 calories and is advertised to be zero crash. Now, what the new formula includes that the old formula didn't, and not all of these things I fully know of what exactly they are, but some of them I do. It's going to be Zenmax, No Level, which no idea what that one is at all. Touring, as we all know and love. Tyrosine, coconut water extract. Cognizin, which will help you focus. Alpha Wave Theanine, interesting. Alpha Size, don't know what that is. Uh, Innova Green, Dynamin, Teacrine, Dynamin again, Theobromine, which it's still there, which I love, Astrogen, and then Flora Grow. Those are all the new ingredients in the new V2 formula.
Interesting. Very interesting.
And no dyes.
So that was actually my thought, and I knew you'd be able to diagnose this better. And I'm just kind of like I noticed that the Cerulose was still in there, but no the not the maltodextrin. But I kind of thought to myself, I'm looking at all these, and I'm like, I see that in the Dragon Sweat, instead of a dye, they used it was carrot juice powder, I believe. But I'm kind of just thinking to myself, I'm like, this is foreign territory to me. So outside of the dyes, what they do to raise the price by $10, and I understand that this is gonna be metaphorically comparing an apple to a watermelon. because if you go by the tubs, the just the boost to do the job, just like what turned me off from Advanced GG outside of their four flavors and their test packets, like remember we used to get pissed off when Gifu used to send people in their packets raging gummy fish, which I still think they still do, unfortunately, and bubblegum.
Mm-hmm.
I mean the cherry limeade, the kiwi strawberry, no mas. Like if you actually sent them good flavors, I mean we could be talking about something different. But our good friend Austin, I can't believe he actually ranked the peach mango hydration from Advanced GG a 10 out of 10.
Guess we'll have to try and see for ourselves. Um,
Oh yeah.
Now, I will say, along with the glitch, there are some good stuff I do love to see in it. I love to see some of these new ingredients. Some of these, I guess, I have to do a little bit more research into because I don't even know what some of them is. Like alpha size. What the heck is alpha size?
I'm
I've
wondering that myself.
But the one thing I've always made the joke of with companies, and Glytch is now doing it, so I got to point them out on it. You know, we're fair and honest here, non-biased. While we do like them, I've always found it
Gimmicks.
funny when companies do this, and Glytch is currently doing it. They are now saying the V2 formula is vegan friendly, keto friendly, gluten free. Come on, guys. You don't need to put down the label. I would certainly hope there's no gluten. Why is there bread in my energy supplement?
Why the hell did you put bread in my watermelon? I don't know.
Like,
I don't know. Teach. Do you want me to see if I can make a watermelon sandwich?
I could maybe justify an argument
I
for
could make a
vegan
watermelon
friendly,
sandwich right here if you'd
but
like.
but why keto friendly?
By the way, it's very ironic right now.
You're eating watermelon, you don't like watermelon flavors.
Artificial watermelon can't stand this right here. Some
And
watermelon ASMR, people.
and the other thing that they're also marketing this as, and I wonder how it's truly going to boil down to, is they also say it's long-lasting clean energy, no problem. Increase cognitive function, no problem. Increases physical endurance. Now, mind you, Glytch, like a lot of many other energy supplements, advertise this as the gamer or gaming energy supplement. Why do you need to increase physical endurance for that? Are they now trying to get into like a slight pre-workout area? Is that what some of these other ingredients are, like alpha size and Nova Green?
Do I need to bring in my inner Don to bring the clarity and the smackdown on what the hell this is going on?
Exactly. Why is there bread in my drink? Why do you have to put that it's gluten free? I would
All right,
certainly hope there
all
isn't.
right. Momentarily. How you doing, sweetheart? Take a pound of the boy's head. I see the special of that watermelon sandwich. I need to take two. One for me, one for the lady, and bacon, egg, and cheese, salt, pepper, ketchup, and please so help me God, the bread better be warm, not cold. Oh, and I'm taking whatever the hell you got in the in the fridge. Blueberry Red Bull. Thank you.
You want a cigarette with that while we're at it?
The watermelon sandwich.
Do you want a cigarette while you're at it there?
Yeah, make sure you put provolone on there.
But that is Glitch's V2 new formula and things to know. With the increased price, same amount of servings, new ingredients. We do have some Dragon Sweat coming on the way. Hopefully by next week we'll have it for the show. If not, we'll have it by the following week. We will have the V1 to try alongside with V2. See if there's any noticeable differences. Does it shake any different? Does it taste any different? How is it? But that's a big thing to know with Glytch having big changes. I've heard rumors that they're trying to get into the can game. Can't confirm if they're trying to do cans or not.
I mean, one thing I did hear is that every time I mix Glitch, you shake it once real good, and it's perfect.
So,
If this mix is better, then well,
so from looking into a tiny bit more on the same topic, apparently Innova Green is their fancy term for saying this is all natural green tea extract. And then as well, you may like this, Relly, because you've pointed it out for other brands. Flora Glow is supposed to be eye protection.
Okay.
And then Cognizant, no difference there. It's in a lot of stuff. Just enhanced focus, helps you really feel more alert, more focused. But those are some of the other new ingredients. So yeah, we like Glytch. We're willing to try out the new stuff. Hopefully V2 is going to be good. Hopefully this is a good success for them. We don't know what all flavors are truly being vaulted and which ones that are coming back.
Look what you made him think. For the record, people, I actually did think about voice acting. I got a good one for you, big boy. Mr. Wazowski,
My God.
you didn't fill out your paperwork.
You guys are getting this all free of charge. And then, as we kind of touched on a little bit earlier, but another quick thing to mention about some like just general news with Ghost. Ghost has a new can out, and they have a new tub out, which is strawberry mango. By the sounds of it, I'm very interested to try it. So hopefully it's good. If we can get a sample of it, that'd be awesome. If not, we'll have to see how it is. But Ghost is also coming out with some new stuff.
Let's see. I'm not sure. Have we tried all 8 cans? Let's
of
see.
of Ghost.
I got them all labeled here. Swedish fish,
Yep.
crap. Orange cream,
Yep.
amazing. Bubblicious strawberry, to me, crap. To you, I think
Okay.
okay. Blue raspberry, good. Haven't
Yep.
tried the red berry, but
I have.
the red berry powder, I think, very pleasant.
So if you want to try it, I can send you a can. We can review that one, but also decent.
Citrus, we've tried. Sour watermelon, we've tried. Tropical mango, I have not.
I have. It's very okay. It's nothing special.
Very okay.
Yeah. And I'm a big mango guy, and it really just like it was okay. Wasn't anything special. But to
We
hit
got
on
Holly cracking up in here now.
to hit on the big last topic of the show, really, if you want to pull up the website for G Fuel, there's a lot of releases coming out here shortly.
So
We got
there's a couple of things going on with G Fuel as we speak.
I say if you want to pull up G Fuel's website, and then the background, if you want to pull up our Twitter, which again, if you guys aren't following us on Twitter, the ad's down below in the ticker at caffeinated_PC. Go follow us on Twitter. We're always updating. And then as well, if you guys want to follow us on TikTok,
Share,
it is the same on TikTok, caffeinated
and we
PC.
are uploading on the TikTok more. So let's see. SS Sniper Wolf just joined G Fuel. Like we found that out today from Twitter.
Go up to
So
coming
let's see
soon.
if we go into the. Oh, we got to pull up the Twitter, don't we?
Say save the Twitter for the last big topic.
All right, so we'll just go here. Is that so? Where are we going from here? Going collector's
Up
box,
top.
right?
Up
top?
Coming soon. Shop now. And then do they
Damn
not
it,
have the
why'd you
coming
do that?
soon part?
I guess not.
I guess just collector boxes.
Yeah, let's see what they got.
So we did have the Rick and Morty one that we touched on last week. Dragon fruit collector boxes are shipping. I didn't get my hands on it, but hopefully I can at least get a sample or find a box myself to try that out. I've heard good things so far.
Let me pull up the Twitter real quick. Let's just not let's just see how this goes here.
Watermelon limeade will hopefully.
God forbid somebody pulls up something raunchy on Twitter, right? It does happen, actually.
Trust me. I know Twitter
This
can be
is
sus.
cool.
Can be sus firsthand.
Yep, and I need let's see if somebody wants to see the.
If you guys missed out on the Lemon Line OG collector box, that's coming back. The Rick and Morty CB, those are shipping next month, I believe. Those sold out.
I'm trying.
There
to
is
see.
Battletoads. Battletoads has a flavor coming out this week in 3 days, I believe, Wednesday. That is going to be a green mango, which I'm honestly curious what green mango is, unless they're doing like the green effect that they did with lemonade, so it's just mango, but green.
It seems that way. I think I have to pull it up from the Facebook group or something.
You can go right on our Twitter.
Oh, right on our Twitter.
Yeah, I
Oh,
made the tweet early.
oh, sweet. Thank you. Now, if this doesn't work with me, mind damn it.
Which again, if you guys aren't following us on Twitter, follow us. Oh,
This
sour
scrolled down
mango.
so long.
Ooh.
Oh my god. I scrolled down and it brought to the point where you said, "Hey, Glitch Eye Energy, 0 out of 10." Shows you how long. Jeez,
Feel
big
like
G.
there was one more.
Yeah, I feel like we're missing something.
I feel like there was one more CB coming out, but I could be wrong. And I'm not talking about the big one, Boog. That one we're about to hit on shortly. But I know it's Battletoads
Uh,
coming out. I feel like there's
Spyro
one more.
shipping out. So let's pull this up from here. So just pinpoint everything here. And we made sure that there's no sussy right here. So we have right here our new formula for Glitch Energy. And here is a preview
That's what I
of
was thinking of.
Rogue Energy cans coming soon. This
So
is the only other energy company
we have yet to
we
try.
haven't tried the
Yet.
color yet.
Yet.
Yet is the key word we've thought about for a long time. And they are starting to dig into, well, we'll see what happens. I'm not sure what budget they have, who they sponsor. They are they are getting into, they got two pre-workouts, they got hydration, they got energy. Flavors seem decent, cool colored shakers, and now they're making cans. This is going to be interesting.
So I do know Honeyberry shipping soon. What I'm talking about, I feel like there's one more new collector box coming out, but I could be wrong. But
Here we
to hit
go.
on the big topic I wanted to talk about
So,
today, we got the release or scene of the new Dead by Daylight collector boxes. And the flavor, don't get me wrong, it sounds good. Really, I'm sure is gonna be a fan. It is caramel or caramel, however you truly want to pronounce it, caramel apple.
yes.
But when it was very first listed and shown off today, oh, only crayons. Thank you, Ty. Only crayons. Yes, even Relly brought that
Yes,
up at the
only
beginning of the show.
crayons.
That's what it
I
was.
forgot to bring it up. Thank you, Ty. This is why
Because
you were the. By the way, Ty is officially our Ma of the podcast.
uh, only crayons was is a collector box I'm stupid hyped for because an only cranberry flavor sounds great. But back to Liquid Lullaby. This is going to be a caramel apple. They just got spoiled today. They just released pictures. But the big debacle that we have pointed out and some others have pointed out is when they first shown it off, it was priced at $45.99. And then later it got updated to $59.99. Now, normally I understand with these bigger collabs, they are $60 collabs, like they did with Banjo, like they did with Diablo. I get it. I don't have a problem paying the premium price. Whatever. You get the cool lunchbox, you get the nice looking shaker, you do get the tub, everything in general. But why in the sudden change of price? Was it an error in the system? Did they post it at first originally, and they messed up, and it was supposed to be the 60? Maybe not. Some people will try to bring up the point that it could be that they're doing a cardboard collector box of it for the 46, and then they're doing the lunchbox at 60. If that is the case, then the thing to note, which a lot of people are missing the point, is that they are then raising the price of a basic collector box by $6. I know for some people it may not be a lot, but for some others it can be. But I don't think they're going that route with the whole doing a cardboard one, then doing the big collector one.
This is getting attention. So, my whole thing is you're absolutely right. And also, I got to. The only crayons. Oh God, you cracked me up, Boog. Now, so if you go back to the only crayons, and I think I'm not sure if G Fuel had this on their Twitter or if this was just I saw the ad on it. I'm not crazy. I know I'm not crazy. but I saw something on here, something about it, and it just made me think. And I'm scrolling through all the advertisements. By the way, if anyone missed out on the pumpkin shaker 2 years ago, they got a couple left.
I believe
The
that was
Franken,
last
huh?
year, wasn't it? I
That
believe it was last fall.
last year?
Hmm.
Huh? That was 2 years ago. My bad.
Nope, right before we started
Okay,
the show.
last year. But I know the Frankenstein's gone. Let's see. Who we going through?
What are you looking for?
I'm actually. I actually saw the. Here we go. For some reason, the thing isn't going through, or wasn't going through. Have you noticed the coming soon thing isn't showing up on the site?
Yeah, they may
Just
have
like,
taken that away.
yeah, just like how before you couldn't, there wasn't a shakers category.
Are you trying
So
to find the only crayons?
yes, I got it. So my dear friend, my dear co-host, I
Mm-hmm.
find something disturbing too. So we go here. Here we
Mm-hmm.
go. Oh, sorry. So keep a lookout on the turbine,
Okay.
other side.
Mm-hmm.
What do you notice? What do you
What?
notice?
It just looks like a standard box. One side has a turbine, the other side has the energy, focus, and endurance.
There's no window.
Yeah, they've done that for a couple.
So I understand why they didn't do it for what was it, the Mega Man? Because it would have been because it's a bigger box, right? Is that
Oh,
correct?
yeah, it's the same size box.
Oh, it is the same size box. So I know it was voted for because they said that the plastic was so, I guess, short and taking time or whatever. And it was taking time for these boxes actually to be shipped in. If anyone remembers Elden Ring, yes.
So I
Now,
see where you're going at.
if we go with our viewer here, how we doing? Good seeing you. So, me personally, I was just kind of like this, especially since the plastic has been getting thinner, so it seems. I'm okay without a window. I really am, especially if there's going to be like a different artwork there. But I mean, there I just see the same front and the back,
So like I don't
really.
truly like have a preference on or anything, but we do still have newer ones coming out that still have the window. So that probably just all comes down to like when was the deal made, when was the collab made, when did it start production? Because I wouldn't be surprised if we still see more CBs with windows, and if they're trying to phase it out or if they're trying to do a happy mix.
That's why I was wondering because if you look at the shelf, now I know your collection is sideways to make the room
Mm-hmm.
respectively, but I know some people that will line them up, especially if you did it by date. If you go circled around left to right or however, you're gonna see this two of them, no window, and it kind of makes your point there. So if they do phase it out, I mean,
Yeah, those would
you
technically be the only two with no window.
yeah, you disappeared just now. Do you think this is going to be phased out, or do you think it's just convenience?
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, they've only had two CBs so far done this way, so I don't feel like we have enough evidence to say they've put out the poll to see how people would feel about it, but we don't know without 100% certainty so far. Because again, we still have newer stuff coming out that still has a window, but that can all come down to when was the deal made, when did production start, how long was this done in advance.
And let's see. So this collector's box for the Dead by Daylight. Okay, so there is a good front and back. There's no description on it yet, but I believe this is going to be an aluminum lunchbox.
Mm-hmm.
But the one thing I do actually like about it the one thing we've talked about many times, clear shaker.
Yeah, no, it's a very nice looking shaker.
I just pulled up for everybody.
It's a very
Yeah,
clean looking shaker.
this is very clean. You know exactly what it is. That red, that metallic, dark maroonish red, the white top, that looks very clean.
Mm-hmm.
Very clean all the way around. I'd rock it. I really would.
Now, a slight last note to bring up on this collab, um, and it just goes to show how earlier things that happen this year can later still leave a sting. Is that one of the talent managers that was let go in June when the whole big G Fuel controversy happened actually had a very big role playing with getting this collab to be made and helping to designing it. And they even posted earlier today on Twitter, like, "Hey, it really sucks seeing the thing that I put my most like heart and soul into to get this done now be released, and I can't do anything about it. Like, I can't be a part of it to enjoy the excitement."
Yeah, it it's just a shame. It really is. And you just know when I don't know, you just know when the person is genuine or not. I think this person was very genuine. And this, I think, was a hard collab because it was okay, how do you make this collector's box special? And, well, a G Fuel lunchbox, something they haven't done before. Okay, that's special.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what do you put on the tub? The, if you play the game, you know that the person in the video is Huntress, and it gets ended with her throwing an axe at you. And this was also very hard because the most popular killers in the game, well, a lot of them are collabed. So you couldn't just straight up say, hey, how come Mike Myers isn't on the tub? Well, you're going to have to go through a lot of people. Like, same thing with Spider Man. They can't just say, hey, let's get it done. Sony's got to be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Pump those brakes and park it, pal. We say yes or no, not you.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing is with Michael Myers. Same thing is with, a lot of these characters.
Pretty sure
So
they did go through Warner Brothers.
they'd have to go through a couple of people to do a few of these collabs. So the fact that I see Huntress on the front and then the doctor on the left, which all right. I forget the other guy's name on the right. It's been such a long time. I'm Captain Casual. I'm sorry.
I've never played it. I don't know myself
I,
personally.
I know a couple of people have asked you to come along for the ride on this one, but it is what it is.
I'm just not a big horror guy.
Neither am I, and people just don't get it. Although I will say I have been bothering Ty and Sarah a little bit because as a author, I am getting into the horror genre. I was never a fan of it. There was a lot of them that, at least in the write-ins and the script and just the plot, I've been very turned off because I think a lot of it's been bad. And what did Jordan Peele prove to everybody? You don't need to spend a ton of money on actors.
Mm-hmm.
All you need is a solid story, basic elements, and you got something good. And he's making everybody basically say, hold my beer, I got this.
Oh yeah.
Because you see these films that it's like, hey, it took us 5 years. He goes, I got it done in 6 months. No problem. But either way, I'm excited for Caramel Apple. And there's only one other company that has done one, that's Juju. They came out with theirs last year, I believe,
And you're a fan of
along
it.
with along with pumpkin spice. And so I haven't tried. The caramel apple was good. I wonder if the caramel apple would be good in milk.
We'd have to give it a shot when it comes out.
I gotta give that a shot for both of them, but
And
it
then we'll
just
have you do a side by side comparison. Juju versus G Fuel.
absolutely. Although might have to give you some of that too. I mean, unless you're not into the flavor, of
No, no,
course.
no. I won't say no, man. Hey,
There
I won't say no.
actually, speaking of which, what flavors do you not like? Because there's never been like anything where you're just like, do I have to?
Yeah, I don't really have anything too hard except maybe Area 51, but even that I'll do if I have to.
but that was painfully mediocre. It
Yeah.
wasn't bad. It's
There's
like
not there's
it's
nothing
like
I
we
truly find like bad that I would say no. And even if it truly was no, like having Leche and Blood, Sweat, and Tears mixed together, I'll still do it for the pod regardless.
I was about to say blood, sweat, and tears. We both tried it. We said just okay, whatever.
But it wasn't mixed with Leche. It wasn't mixed with Lemon Pledge's third cousin.
I was about to say mystery. Did you find that horrible like I did?
It wasn't good.
Well, because everyone saw me. I got like the faucet from the sink, and I'm like, shoot me. Oh man.
But that is a perfect point in time to wrap up episode 41. Guys, we appreciate you stick around. If you guys were here for a live show, if you're chatting, we appreciate it. If you guys are listening in on Spotify, you can always come into our YouTube every Monday night, 7 p.m. Watch the live show. I know it is also showing live video as well on the Spotify. If you guys aren't following us on Twitter, please do. We appreciate it. We love you. It's caffeinated at caffeinated_PC, as well as our TikTok. We are posting a lot of clips and a lot more stuff on there as well. So get ready for more TikTok content. That is also at caffeinatedpc. Again, we went over a lot of stuff tonight. We checked out Ryse energy drinks, a couple of cans of theirs. We've talked about Glytches, new energy formula. We tried Ghost Pineapple, and then we tried Ghost Sour Warheads.
Sour Warhead Watermelon Powder. Yes.
Yep. We also checked out some new upcoming releases from G Fuel. We looked a little bit into Row coming out with cans. Still got to try them. And then we even touched on a little bit of the price change of the CBs that's going on. It's probably just an error, but nonetheless, it's a good thing to point out and know. So we appreciate you guys being here tonight for episode 41. We will be back next week for episode 42. Relly, any last minute thoughts?
So everybody, I hope you're all enjoying the content. And as always, if you have any questions, concerns, or input, find us anywhere. We will get to you, and it might even be part of the show. Until then, it's a good way to wrap it up. So hope you have your Monday ended with a good bang. Phrasing. Stay safe, happy, and well. As always, stay caffeinated. Take it easy,
Take
y'all.
care.